Hello, everyone. Welcome to Salty Sweet Games. Welcome to Against the Stars, our Burn Bryte campaign, co-produced with Roll20. Super excited to be back here, back in the Alexis Galaxy, all that good stuff. We're gonna meet some pirates. Gonna be real chill, no biggie. Before we get into the actual game, though, and say hello to all of our wonderful people, we gotta run through some channel stuff, as usual. So first off, we want to give a shout out to our wonderful co-producers, our virtual tabletop of choice, and that is Roll20. They are wonderful. We love them. We would not be able to do the show without them, in more ways than one, because they are literally the publishers of Burn Bryte. So please and go check them out if you haven't. They do a lot of awesome content as well. They check out the game, etc., etc. We gush about Roll20 every single week, so yeah, go check them out. In partnership with doing the show with Roll20, we're also part of the Totify campaign to support Code 2040. For those of you who do not know, Code 2040 is a nonprofit that equips Black and Latinx technologists and their allies with the tools, connections, and care that they need to advocate for and achieve racial equity in the industry. So all of the money today goes to that Tiltify campaign and supports this really awesome cause. As part of that, we do have some donation incentives. Basically, at every $50 that is raised, I get to add a complication to the story. It's always fun, always great. Definitely doesn't come and bites the party in the ass in any way whatsoever. And at every $100, we get to give away a copy of the Burn Bryte Starter Pack. Basically has everything you need to run Burn Bryte. So that includes, all the rules. That includes map tiles. That includes pre-generated characters and a starter adventure. Basically, you could just pick it up and go. So it's definitely really cool. So you can go check that out. If you cannot donate or you just want to share the word about our show, we do have a social goal. Basically, at 15 retweets of our going live tweet, we unlock the weekly faction poll. Basically, it allows y'all over on Twitter to vote on what factions move forward in their schemes, because there's a lot of them. There's a lot to keep track of. And it helps focus me in what happens behind the scenes when nobody's watching. We did miss it this week because it was a very busy week. So we'll be doing 2 if we hit a social goal today. So we'll get a double one. And the double one's always our fun because we get a faction poll and then we get a question mark poll. Last time we got a what weird item will they receive, just based off a one-word description. And we got the omniscient crystal that way. So, super cash. Cool. Yeah, that was because of the viewers.
Dang.
On Twitter. They brought that in.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. And of course, if you want to support the channel, we've got some affiliate links and all that stuff, so you can go check that out. And yeah, last but not least, we here at Salty Sweet Games use safety tools. That's lines, veils, X and O cards, all that good stuff, because we believe that no matter what's happening to the characters, the players should be enjoying themselves and having fun. Okay. That's enough talking for me for a little bit. Let's go around and say hi to all of our wonderful friends. Tell us who they are, who they're playing, all that good stuff. Let's first go over to Lauren. Hello, Lauren.
Hello, I am Lauren. I'm that salty ginger over on Twitter. I use she, her pronouns. I'm the salty half of this channel, and I am playing Vala Celebralta, who's an Ulron, big strunk crystal girl who has family issues, but what's new for RPG characters that I create? I don't know what you're talking about. So everything's fine. That's it.
Yeah. Very believable.
Thank
Definitely not
you.
a pattern that I've observed over 4 years of friendship.
Wow. I mean, now I'm really curious. Is everybody else kind of playing their type? Jess? Sam?
Yeah.
I mean, Sam, I feel like, yeah.
Yeah. No, Sam, we didn't have to ask you, Sam, but thank you for your contribution.
All right. Let's go over to Jess. Hello, Jess.
Hello, hi, my name is Jess. My pronouns are she and they, but today I am your good glean friend, Walala Oodles Nizalas Telemo, who is in fact a medical officer who got to do medical stuff for the first time last week. Listen, I have all these healing abilities that I've never gotten to use them. So that was exciting. Get hurt more, everyone. I can help you. I'm here to help.
Everyone, I can help you.
I'm here to do a heal, I promise. Just trust me.
Oh God. Yep. That's perfectly normal thing to hear in a TTRPG campaign. All right, and let's go to Sam. Hello, Sam.
Hi, I'm Sam. My pronouns are they and she, and I bring to you Vandal, whose pronouns are they and Z. And I looked to see what my cat person with snake eyes and a three-piece suit might be good at, and I think the answer is lying cat. I think I'm the lying cat of this. Not telling you, actually, that people are lying. Just telling lies. And engineering! Yeah! That's
Lies and engineering.
Engineering lies?
Ooh.
Questionable. We'll find out.
All right, and let's go over to B. Hello, B.
Hey, what's up? It is I, your non-binary busy bee. You can find me on Twitter's at B_Zelda. I use they, them pronouns. And I play Zevzo, who also uses they, them pronouns. Zevzo is 100,000 bugs in the shape of a wallaby. They are the captain of the Wicked Wallaby. I think that might be their only skill. They throw grenades. They like to hold grenades. They make them happy. And Zevzo's all of them is very much the kind of character that I play. Chaos thinks they like power, doesn't know how to utilize the power, and the power of friendship. That's how I play my characters.
Yay!
Heck yeah. All right, and I am Kienna. My pronouns are she and they. I'm the sweet half of this channel, and I am the GM for this campaign, which means I play everyone else who are not the PCs in the Alaxis Galaxy, and perhaps the Alaxis Galaxy itself. All right, let's do a quick recap so we can head in and remember what we were doing last time. So, our crew is involved in quite many schemes right now. It just all happened and all converged, and all converged on the Cababel asteroid belt. So there's a few things that are happening. One, they had to deal with the burning daylight, the daylight, a cult who they've run into a few times, and that they've actually managed to rescue some hostages from. Within those hostages happens to be a Ronin named Narmaz, who is depending on who you ask, a variety of things. If you ask Vala, he's a nuisance and an asshole. If you ask Zevzo, a childhood hero, amazing, legendary criminal. And if you ask Vandal, this is the person that they have been instructed to get information from and then deal with in, whatever manner by their mom, which is a very normal thing to ask your kid. How it is. But Narmaz, upon giving the information, revealed a couple things. One, he found this interesting artifact when he was investigating the Cababel asteroid belt. Particularly that this artifact that he found, a omniscient crystal, was wanted by the Port Pirate Collective, and he was planning to make a deal to exchange the Port Pirate with the Port Pirate Collective this omniscient crystal for a key to a vault within the Cababel asteroid belt that leads to omniscient era treasure. So many centuries, almost thousands of year old treasure. Very rare. Most of it had been destroyed by the burn or time or pillaged already. So he proposed that the crew join him on this deal, which is to, take that, help him by flying him over to the meeting point with the Port Pirate Collective, where they'd be able to make that exchange. And they can join him on this treasure quest, and get a cut of the amount. You know, a super great, everyone benefits business deal.
Yeah, we're totally gonna do that. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
we can
they
reap
did.
even more benefits if we kill him.
Yes. So
Murderers!
So the group, after some discussions about what to do, decided to at least go along with its plan for now, as they had their own interest in going into the Cavell asteroid belt. Particularly, way at the beginning of the season, they found a map that seemed to point, an ancient map from probably the Omniscient time, that seemed to point towards a now missing, gone, exploded planet that used to exist where the Cavell asteroid belt currently is. And that is currently a point of interest as well. So after sailing off into space, they headed towards the Cavell asteroid belt, where they were attacked by plasma vampires, who went and attacked the ship, trying to get inside so that they could drink up all of their plasma and leave them stranded. However, with some ingenious flying and using bombs down a trash chute, they managed to deal with them okay, and just as they got to the edge of the Cavell asteroid belt, they saw a large asteroid and a large ship coming out from behind it, with flags flying of the Port Pirate Collective. And that's where we left off.
Web captioner didn't even try with poured pirate collective. You just said.
Oh.
Poured.
Hands up. I don't. No, thank you.
Definitely thinks you're going to talk about like F-150s next.
That's what their spaceships are, you know?
Yeah, just like,
Space trucks.
created by
Ugh.
created by fucking Ford.
Hate it. I don't want them.
Port Pirate Collective. Okay, it got at least Pirate Collective.
See
Uh,
part.
We're just gonna keep going. All right. So you see the Port Pirate Collective ship crest from behind this large blue tinged space rock. And Narmaz goes, well, exactly where they said they'd be waiting.
Hey Narmaz, before we go meet them, what are the odds that they're going to try to kill you for some reason?
We think that's a valuable question.
Well, I can't say that the odds are zero. There's a lot of times that I've met up with people and they've tried to kill me. You know.
What? No.
But I can at least say that I have at least a, if not completely, positive relationship with the Port Pirate Collective. I can at least say on the positive side of neutral, and that's a good enough place for me for doing business.
Okay, so like low to mid.
I guess it depends on how it all goes, but I expect it should go smoothly enough.
We will go gather more explosives to put in our fanny pack.
Yeah, you definitely you used a bunch of those, didn't you?
We rolled many up the trash chute.
Good thing you have lots more, right? Like that's not an issue at
Oh.
all.
We store them in the cargo space.
Yes,
The
the car
that sounds
go.
safe.
Safe. The cargo safe.
That is the one. We will be right back. Before we disembark, we must resupply. If anybody else would like to come with me to the cargo space, we will pass out more grenades.
Yep.
Diplomacy equals bombs.
Doesn't it? I'm gonna stay at the cockpit, so like with the view screen, so so we don't get shot at while we're doing whatever.
As you're looking, they definitely, you can tell they're well armed. They have a shield up, but they are not just shooting at you. The guns aren't aimed towards you at all. Yeah.
I am going to engage my shield, my
Your personal shield,
armor suit.
Oh, cool.
I love my armor suit.
What does it look like again? When
So yeah, I think when I tap it, it's like kind of like partially transparent, like and faceted, so it looks like crystal, but it's obviously not. It's something much sturdier that just kind of covers her whole body except for her hands, I think, and her head. But I probably have a cool helmet or something that I can put on. That sounds fun.
Like your hair comes out the back and it just makes the whole look beautiful. This is what I'm here for. This is why I play tabletop games.
I love this.
how else are people preparing to go say hello to the Port Pirate Collective?
I'm going to head to the cargo safe with Zevzo.
Uh-huh.
Just because that seemed mildly suspicious, honestly.
Glad you picked up on that, you know?
Even for Zevzo? Like, someone should look at that.
I was debating if I should go too, because in the past it has been useful to have some Zevzo bombs on me.
It is never not useful to have some Zevzo bombs.
I don't have a lot of my own weaponry. It's not really my focus, but sometimes it's really handy.
Oh, because you heal the damage, not cause it.
I'm supposed to. If no one objects, I would also like follow afterwards. Probably like after Vandal, honestly.
That tracks.
So you delve into there, or are you just grabbing weapons, or you have your secret conversation? That's what's happening.
Yeah, and also like, so Zemzo's definitely like, they have like this little stash in an actual safe, so if something were to go off, just the safe would be ruined. It was a very expensive safe though. And you know, they're like pulling out, like they've divided themselves a little bit to like pull out more bombs. And when everybody kind of gathers, they'll turn over. Ah, you did pick up on my subtlety. We are impressed. We are also concerned about our disembarkment. We do fear... We have followed Normaz's journey for a long time, and there is a very high chance that this deal might go violent. And they're gonna like hand Walala a grenade. This is a breach grenade.
Oh, so it's good for opening things?
Things and people.
Ah, I'm gonna start stuffing it up. Well, like maybe up in my feathers. Let me just store it like up in my floof. Just.
And then to Vandal, this is a charge grenade. It will take 3 seconds after you press the button, and then the explosion will be very good. Now, are we ready for the potential of negotiations going wrong? We are not very good at negotiating, despite being the captain of a ship, and could we perhaps defer to you, Vandal, in this instance?
Sure. My big concern is not that negotiations will go awry, but that we will be double-crossed.
Oh, yes. Normaz is well known for his double-crossing. In fact, it was one of the main reasons we fell in love with them. The way they double-cross their allies and their enemies, it is truly a thing of art.
Okay, All right. Sorry, a bug flew directly in front of my face.
It
Was
me.
one of Zepzo's.
Ugh.
Yes.
One of these episodes, like, it's just like, I'm not actually
Do
that into
you
Narmaz. I'm gonna.
understand? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna be on the lookout for that. If things go poorly, I think the thing we should do is run back to the ship and leave and not get into a confrontation with the entirety of the Port Pirate Collective, because whether they accept grants or not, they have a lot of guns.
They
Many.
use the grants to get the guns.
I mean, that's basically it. They use the money.
Trash.
Shit.
Trash. I'm
We
not
think that is
here.
a valuable idea. Perhaps, Walala, we do not want to lose the artifact, but if we somehow lost Narmaz, could we task you with acquiring the artifact?
I believe I could do that. I could stick near Narmaz. I'll just like be kind of, what's that thing you do all the time, Vandal, where you're like watching and kind of like crouch?
Do you mean sneaking?
Stalking?
Sneaking. I'm gonna do that.
Hey,
Excellent.
I
And
believe in you.
We
I
will
have
do our
observed
best.
you a lot.
We're gonna have to have a talk about these observations, but not now.
We believe that our position will be best as figurehead. We will look as intimidating as possible. We know how pirates work, and the cooler we look, the cooler they will interpret us. Are we ready?
I just need to pop into my room for a second.
Okay, we will wait on the bridge. We will be with Vala. Wow, my brain farted there.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna go talk to Thelma real fast.
Yep, you can go talk to Thelma. She is as she normally is. Just, I think she's been working on, like, I imagine that she's gotten her hands on like a whiteboard or something, or like something to work on. She's like busying herself with.
We may have even passed some of Walala's data over, like, hey, do you want to take a look at this? You know, just around Narma.
Just let's not have Nomad notice. Yeah, totally. So yeah, she's working on something, and but you'll see like the one eye stalk kind of move up to the door. She's poking.
Hey, so, sorry about the noise a little while ago. We were attacked by plasma vampires. We're fine.
You definitely see that fluctuation in color change to be
Yeah.
like plasma vampires like pale, and then like goes back to normal color when it's like it's fine.
Yeah. But we have gotten to the meeting spot that I told you about. So we're going to leave the ship. You're going to be with Max. And if anything goes wrong, our plans are to evacuate and get out of here, not slug it out with the Board Pirate Collective.
I think she nods and goes, well, will the other Narmaz will be going with you?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I can provide a external lookout, maybe.
If you feel comfortable.
I mean, as long as I, you know, get a heads up if you're returning.
Oh, we will absolutely tell you if we are returning at great speed.
Right. Okay. I can do that then.
Okay. I'll see you soon.
Stay safe. The pirates are they definitely kidnapped other people. heard a lot of stories about what the conditions of the labs are like.
You'll have to tell me how horrendous they are later. We'll be fine, and if we're not, we will come to a place where we are fine.
That's how life is. We'll be fine, or we'll come to a place where we'll be fine.
We'll be not fine, but we'll make it back to fine.
All right, cool. So, yeah, she will be a lookout. She will be a person on the ship, actually be able to do stuff on the ship while you're all with the poor pirate collective.
Yeah,
Cool.
that'll be fun. She'll
All right.
get to move around without Narmak.
Basically. Cool. Vala, in the cockpit, you get a communications hail.
Yes. I open the line.
You immediately hear a, well, hello.
Oh. Yeah. Hello.
May I ask what ship this is, what your purpose is, if you're, authorities we should be worried about?
So friendly. This is Vala of the Wicked Wallaby. We are here bringing passenger Narmaz, who had the previous appointment with you.
Yeah. He took forever. We were actually about to head out, but good to hear. All right. Could you open up your docking procedures so we could link the ships?
Insight. I don't have that.
No, you don't have. You could
Why?
ask for another roll to see.
Yes, I would like some kind of roll. They sound very nice.
Yeah.
They sound very nice.
They sound too nice.
I am
Yeah,
gonna
that's what I was gonna
say
say.
that
That's
this
almost
is-
worse.
I'm gonna say this is a difficulty 3 because you can't
Good.
see them.
Yes, of course. How about some empathy?
Yeah, that probably makes sense.
Difficulty 3, you say? I
Yes.
say a
Yes.
pass.
Nice. Okay.
Ah.
They're nice. There's nothing like sinister about this
Uh-huh.
niceness, though, as far as you can tell. Like this just seems to
It
be.
seems pretty genuine. Like they're just being
Yeah.
polite to be polite.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not gonna immediately go and aggro on this. Like, it's like, hello.
They're
who
not
is
sitting there stroking a fluffy cat
No.
and twirling their mustache. Great. Because
It's-
I
it's
could
really
hear
just-
that. Okay, yes. So Vala begins the docking procedure.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's mostly the Blood Pirate Collective ship is bigger, so it
Mm-hmm.
it is equipped with, you basically see around wherever their door is, their airlock is. You see like a tunnel begin to extend out, and will link with your airlock, as well. And you can hear the sounds of, the ship telling you, it's engaged, safe to open. And you hear the voice pipe up again. All right, well, whenever y'all are heading on in, please at least declare if you got any weapons. We got weapons, but would like to know at least if we're dealing with friendlies.
We, as the captain of this ship, we declare that we do in fact have weapons.
All right, good. I mean, it's dangerous out there.
Mm-hmm. We understand.
And Narmad's got the goods.
Narmaz, you still possess them?
Narmad holds up the drawstring bag, and then we'll put it into the briefcase that he just casually has because it
Uh-huh.
The
cracks me
briefcase
up.
that carries an orb in it.
Uh-huh.
It just cracks me up to be like, yes, space,
Space
like
briefcase.
fantastical stuff. Plain old black briefcase.
Like the
completes the
straps.
look.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A funny image to me.
We'll
for
make it
whatever reason.
into like a magic item.
Yes.
briefcase of holding.
Yep.
You can fit so many
So
files
many
in
files.
this bad boy.
Everything has to be like rectangular except this orb for some reason.
This
Oh
orb
my
is,
gosh.
this orb is special.
Yes.
For looking real cool while you're actually just being real bureaucratic.
Cool. All right. Do you want to head over?
Yeah, I think the last thing I will say to Max is, Max, if, you get wind of anything even slightly suspicious, please use, the comm badge and communicate it to me.
Yes, of course. Would you like me to be blunt about it when something happens? Because I have come to realize that sometimes when I say things, they do not want me to say them the way that is literal.
No, I love when you're blunt, Max. Okay, bye. I miss you already.
You have not even left the ship. You have stepped one step away from me.
Well, now I have step 2.
Again, Max is just awkwardly standing somewhere because
Yep.
they don't understand idle animations whatsoever.
We gotta get some idle animation for them.
We say every time, then never do.
Yep.
Uh,
Okay. Let's go.
Be all ready.
Let's just.
Okay, so this tunnel can only really fit like two people next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the general marching order here? Because I'm curious.
I get so nervous when a GM is curious about marching order.
I mean, I'll walk up
will-
front
Yeah,
with
I'll walk with
Vala.
Zevzo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the bodyguard.
I
I'm being
guess.
sneaky. 'Cause that's what I said I was doing.
So you'll be at the back behind Narmez.
I am with Narmaz, acting totally casual.
Are you just like right behind him, but like just a little too close? Like,
Probably, which is not that far off what I normally would do anyway. So if anything, I'm just being more like, I think Walala is already infamously not good at like personal space. So that, but trying a little more intentionally to be outside of line of sight, which I don't think is possible with 100,000 bugs. So, so just floofing near, I guess. Floofing nearby.
okay, cool. Where's Vandal in this?
I was imagining walking next to Narmez.
Okay, so you're very aware.
I'm hiding behind Vandal.
You're very
That
aware of
makes much more
Walala.
sense.
Yeah, there's just a Walala on my back, looking around, shifting. Another bug. Goodness.
Cool.
So sorry, I just wanted to say hey.
Do you have to go directly towards the eyes?
Always. Always. All
Okay.
right, that's our marching order. We're not worried at all.
Cool. So you head down this light steel tunnel from your airlock to the neighboring airlock, and you can see it already starting to open. And a head poke out. You see a let's bring in a different type of species because you haven't had a ton of those. You see a very small, well, I say very small. The most of this party is small. 3 feet tall creature, black fur, with pointy ears, not quite cat-like, they're a little more off to the side, and 2 horns that kind of curl back, almost ram-like. You can see these bright orange eyes that blink at you, and a large smile which has 2 fangs that stick out, hitting the bottom lip, and 4 arms as they stand bipedal. And this is a Nivik, which are a different type of species. Let me see if I can pull this buddy
I
up
wanna
onto the
see.
screen. If I can freaking find. Come on, give me that art. But yeah,
They
they're
sound wildly cute, and I'm upset they're a pirate.
they're pretty cute. Not gonna lie. But yeah, so Nivics, for those of you, they're basically usually subterranean creatures, and they usually either lean towards becoming bandits, or or shunning technology due to a something in their religion. So those are the only two routes that they go, basically, because of their culture. Why can't I grab this art? Would like to do that. Let me just save it. That's what I'm doing now. But anyway, so this Nivik pokes out, and wearing these bright orange clothing too, very colorful. And in like one hand has like a bunch of like engineering tools, and in another hand there's a gun off to the side, but not pointed at y'all, just like kind of held and awkwardly off to the
Oh my
side.
god, they're so cute!
They're so cute.
Where did you put them?
Under species, if you go into like the compendium, or is
Yeah.
it not species? Is it NPCs?
called-
It's NPCs.
NPCs. That's where it is.
Okay.
Oh my
Category NPCs, and then down to N.
goodness.
Nivik. There's two of them, and they're
Look.
I love
Okay,
the
I put it
green-
onto the map because I don't have another page.
Oh my word!
They're
We
great.
might need to recruit them.
I love them. I like.
Oh, look at that
I
little
like the other one too.
eyes.
The next art piece, the Nivik boss. Oh my god, they're so cute.
They're very cute.
Oh my god.
So the gun is not pointed at you like in the art. It's pointed off to the side. And here, and you're just like, and they're just like, wow, howdy.
We
And it's the
greet
voice
you.
that you've heard over the comms, Vala. This is
Hello.
Bella. Welcome to the Crux, part of the Board Pirate Collective. Though I assume you already knew that because you're with Nomads, and Nomads had a thing for us. Welcome on in.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
they will just kind of sidle off. You know what, chat? Give me a name for this Nivik, because I would like to give that power to chat. Because I didn't plan for this NPC to show up, but then the voice came out, and here we are.
Who is this cutie? What is their name?
What is their name? I need to know. And you step into the Crux. Immediately, this is, although you can see the foundation of it being a pretty standard ship, you can see the general skeleton, the hull of it is the structure pretty similar. There is unmistakably, ragtag repairs that have been made in like different colors of metal than what was originally done. Fabric and paint and the such definitely decorates all of the walls. Basically, every place you could see it's just full of these, decorations. I really like Snickle Socks. That's great. Yeah. So the Nivik looks up at you, Vala. Says, I'm name's Snickle Socks, though. Sometimes they call me Snickle, sometimes they call me Socks, but Snickle Socks.
Hello, Snickle Socks. I am Vala Celebrota.
You look real strong, and will reach over and just with one of their free arms just pat along your side, as if to feel up for muscles or something.
Val is smiling so much.
Vandal, you better watch out.
Uh-oh.
That Snickle Socks ain't so cute right now.
So cute.
Mr. Steal Your Girl.
I got kicking feet. My girl looks very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vala's also just an amazing pilot.
You say from the back.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Oh, yeah. I reckon you're the one I was talking to. Yeah. You definitely have that accent.
The pilot accent.
You have no idea what snickle socks mean. You can know it's a compliment.
Awesome.
Oh, I love snickle socks. That
Yo,
I
we are
didn't plan
here
for
for
this
them.
NPC, but here we are. Snickle
Love
socks,
it.
the Nivik.
Oh, they're everything to me.
As you continue to walk through, Snickle Socks is kind of just like pretty confident wherever they're going. And as you pass through, these corridors, these very colorful corridors, you pass through a couple of like open rooms. One room you see a group of other pirates, you assume, and they're playing a very loud game of cards. Where you're pretty sure that the point where it's going to break out into a fist fight at any given moment. And you see like a hand of cards just go flying as you pass by. Another room you pass by, you see, a bunch of stored, storage, very haphazard. It's essentially, a collection of crates. There's also a bunch of half-open crates with like the crowbar set off to the side. It really looks like as if people just come in here when they're just looking for whatever they're looking for, and then won't clean up after themselves after they dig through everything and just leave it for the next person to dig through.
Can't run a ship like that.
Yeah. You pass by another, it looks like some form of like dining hall, you assume. One of the larger rooms in here for sure. You see tons of rows of tables and benches. Definitely has the smell of like alcohol that's been on the floor. It's kind of settling through here. And Snickle Socks continues to chatter as do y'all come to the kind of about asteroid belt very much? Because we don't. I mean, it's not a nice place, if I say so. Not like we're going to really nice places. Not like we're going to the Heart World. This is the first time that we're kind of heading to the Heart World for the first time. It's kind of scary because there's all those overguilds and stuff, and sometimes they're real mean. They want their own money and stuff like that, and they won't give to other people, and they don't like believe in what we're doing. Keeps on going.
Yeah,
We
that's rough.
understand.
Those overguilds. Bastards, a lot of them.
Vala like weirdly shoots you a look. Just like decked out in something that literally the Seneschal Guild made.
Yeah. It's like
Res works for them!
it's like and so right, yeah, that's what like I keep saying to Captain, but then Captain's always like, but we gotta play nice with them sometimes because they give us money sometimes, because they think that if they give us money then we'll leave them alone, but then we just go and steal stuff anyways.
Huh. We see.
Everyone seems to have a price.
Yeah, so it just keeps talking. So much this stream of words happening out of Snicklesock's mouth. And eventually they lead you to another room. Yeah, they get paint grants to not steal. I mean, that's sort of what it is. It's like, if we give you money for your multi-universe theory experiments, maybe you'll stop stealing and pillaging stuff. And the answer is no. They will take that money and then also pillage and steal for their research. Because that's what they do. Yeah. So, and with like two arms or two hands, there'll be like a series of knocks that are done on this large, surprisingly wooden door in here. Very out of place wooden door.
Does it look like maybe it used to be somewhere else?
Yes, it looks like it used to be somewhere else, and then it was put here. And like most people don't put wood on on the ship infrastructure, because fire hazard.
Sure. Sure.
But here we are, aesthetics. Here, Captain, Captain, we've got Narmaz. I know he's real late, but these nice people brought him over. So they're here for the thing, I think. The thing? And like looks over at they're saying it as if like they know that there's something being traded here, but they have no idea what it is. And so they're just like, you have the thing, right?
Will nod enthusiastically.
Right. They have the thing. And there's a pause, and then the door will open, and you see this big God, my brain wanted to say Warforged, but that is not correct. That is not what they
Wrong
are.
system.
The packs?
That is the wrong
totally
thing.
not Transformers?
Yeah, the Peacecraft. You see a Peacecraft that's just a little taller than you, Vala. Kind of poke their head in out of the door. You can definitely see a very large gun that's strapped like to their side, and then kind of gives a nod and will open up the door, and you see what you can only assume is the captain's quarters. And there's this like, again, a lot of this is wood, which is not what you expect on this ship. You see this large wooden table with this like ornate chair with like a back to it, like that's been carved and stuff. And you do see there's a curtain that goes across the room, assumably cutting off like this kind of meeting area from whatever private area they have behind. Everything is, again, that same colorful notion. Like nothing is just gray. Everything is, splashed in orange and blues and purples, including what you can only assume is the captain of the Crux here. You see a let me find again. You see a Kithic, one of the bug like beetle like species, and you see they have their carapace is this reddish rusty color, which complements the rest of their setup right here, and you can tell just based off of the hat, just the ornateness of this person and the status of this person. The typical tricone with a probably not a like a feather. I think this is probably
Like a bug wing, maybe?
Is it a gleam feather, actually?
Oh.
No, I don't think so.
That's somehow morbid.
Yeah, so I think it's
fine. We probably have spares, and like if you think of other aquatic things, they often like just drop limbs to feed creatures and then run away. So it's probably not that uncommon.
But no, I think it's probably something from a very large creature, like I like the idea of like a wing, that is the kind of iridescence under the low light in here. And this Kithic will straighten up a bit from lounging in this, again, very large backed chair. They're like, well, Nurmaz, that could have taken a little sooner with the Marthon military on our ass, but good to see you at least. And Nurmaz just kind of does that typical shrug. I mean, I get there when I get there, Just, by the way, these are the crew that brought me over after my first ride got, let's just say hijacked. And the Kithic just waves one of their many limbs. Says, I'm not real interested in your excuses right now. Like I said, Marathon military kind of on our ass because we've been here for way too long, and they probably think that we're here to launch an attack, and I don't really need that heat. So you got the thing?
We are so curious.
And he sees him
All of
holding
our
onto the
ears
briefcase,
listen.
and there's definitely like a brief moment where he's just kind of. You can tell, especially Zevzo, like you know someone trying to weigh the chances and the bargaining like potential in a moment. Like that's you can tell. Like he's taking that moment to try to think.
Can feel the tension.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to debate whether I was doing anything from my sneaky place of watching.
Yeah. What are you doing? A sneak?
I guess I'll just keep hiding behind Vandal for now. I was trying to see if I could do. Yeah, I'll just continue hiding behind Vandal as best I can. Oh, I don't know. I definitely shouldn't interrupt the conversation. That's not sneaky at all. So I won't do that. I won't. For now.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything?
Oh, Narmaz really did get kidnapped by the daylight.
Well, tough shit.
Sure was.
I think Vala can't help but like the pirates. She smiles again. Her little cheeks, her little crystal cheeks light up a little.
The pirates are pirates.
Mm-hmm.
You know how I feel about pirates.
I know.
I binge watched all of the
that's so
Pirates
great.
of the Caribbean this weekend, so
Oh my
Yes, good. Strong.
it's on my mind.
Dang.
Just like above table, like real quick, like how bad do we want to screw him over?
Narmaz?
Yeah,
So
Bad,
bad.
but not dead.
bad but not dead.
And if he does die later, that's not our problem anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be our consensus.
Yes. Do we want the pirates to have the cursed orb?
No, but we also want the key.
We do. We
all
want
of
the
it. We want it
key.
all.
We want the key more than we don't want them to have the orb.
That's up to Walala.
That really is, yeah. That's up to our scientists.
Do we
medic.
know what the key does? I didn't think we had.
Leads to this treasure, apparently.
Yeah. So it apparently is attached to a treasure that is in the Caravel asteroid belt, like a vault.
Mm-hmm.
That leads to omniscient era treasure.
I guess we
Okay. Let's not make. Can we do a flashback?
Flashback.
Yes, we'll flashback.
Yes.
Okay, so flashback. Where are you having this secretive conversation on the ship where there's Narmaz just hanging out?
The cargo hold?
Yep, back in.
Just
No,
hang
you-
out so much in this
hold,
cargo
so
hold.
biggie.
There's like chairs in there.
In the cargo hold. So yeah, but yeah.
What?
So all right, why don't we first? Okay, let's try and get them to show us the key, because sometimes keys are figurative keys. So maybe it's something like if I get good enough look at it, if I could get Cam to scan it a little, maybe we can duplicate it or figure out some sort of way around it without needing it.
Maybe this will be a moment not for Cam, but for some sort of like glasses with a camera in it. That's going to be less obvious.
We wonder, is Cam modular?
It's Cam modular.
Is
That's
Cam modular?
I don't think inherently they are, but
Hang on. Let me look at my character sheet. Hang on. Cam needs their own character sheet. Like, equipment, advanced camera, basic. Advanced cameras can fly, respond to telepathic commands given by a person wearing partnered badge. I feel like in theory Cam could probably be simplified. I think Walala's probably really, really modded out Cam. Like Cam is modded out to be Walala's like friend. Like,
yeah, okay. So that makes sense to me then. So I'd say it wouldn't be out of the question to have camera glasses.
Okay, but where are you putting these glasses over what ears?
What head?
Yeah.
Actually, if you look at the art of Walala is always wearing goggles. They just never put them down over their eyes because they wear them like a headband. That's what the headband looking
That's what the
thing
headband
is on
is?
Walala's head. It's goggles.
Gosh, you got
Those
me.
were your eyes.
No, they have eyes, and then there's like a head, like it looks like a little tiara above their gem. Those are goggles. They're just
Those are goggles.
teeny tiny. Yeah.
Oh my word.
I built this in.
You were ready for this
It
moment.
was all part of the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They're Google Glass
it only
goggles.
took, 20 episodes.
Listen, last episode was getting to do my medical stuff, and this episode is goggles. Yeah, because in Burn Bryte there are like far goggles and goggles of far seeing type thing, and then Walala has actually like I spent all of their money early game on like the highest tech stuff, so they have advanced far goggles, capability of normal vision, but also can see past in the dark. So whatever the regular goggles can do, these ones are more advanced.
Okay.
Can I mean, I could just also hide Cam in my head.
In your floof of feathers.
And then just like open the floof and then close the floof and like totally pretend like this is normal.
Definitely
like a
not
little
suspicious at all whatsoever.
No.
It's extremely it looks, but then again, once again, it could look almost like, in like animal documentaries, the birds when they're like doing fancy displays.
Yes.
It looks like that. It looks like I'm just doing a fancy, like I'm communicating. Like I could almost like wave SOS, like with my.
Let me
Oh my
free.
So what are we having Cam do?
We want to try to analyze the key so that we don't have to outright steal it right away.
Yeah.
And we can try and take a moment. I think this is what we would have discussed in our flashback scene, is that rather than outright steal it, let's try and analyze it. Y'all have to bide me a little bit of time, and I'm gonna try and analyze the key.
Perhaps, Narmaz, if you don't mind me saying, we could just verify the authenticity of both objects to make sure this is all above board.
That could work.
Of course it could.
I'm gonna need a roll to bullshit.
Sexy, like a sexy roll?
I don't know if
Like
it's sexy.
I
Are
think
you
it's probably sexy.
Are you using your sexiness?
Yeah.
With this?
Yeah,
This went from
I'm seducing Snickle Socks.
This went from roll for bullshit to roll for sexiness.
Right.
Vala's also always rolling with sexiness.
Exactly, I get a bonus die. I don't know if you know that about me. I will probably use presence then.
Okay, yeah, this presence makes a lot of sense here.
Cool.
This is gonna be difficulty 3.
You're difficulty 3. Okay. Pass! Huzzah!
at this point, I think. So you're asking for the to check around the key, yes?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just verify that this
Mhm.
is what you came for, obviously.
Exactly.
The captain sighs, and the captain's name, because I haven't actually introduced them.
We also didn't ask.
Yeah, he also didn't ask. Is Captain Yawa.
Yawa. Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Captain Yawa. And Captain Yawa just kind of sighs long. Like, well, I hope that you don't mind me asking for you to do the same thing with whatever he's brought. Then as
No,
well?
actually, we recommend that you do.
Huh. I like you. And one of the many like kind of more spindly arms definitely like reach out and like snaps two of the arms together like a snapping motion. And this Peacecraft, like, yes, boss, and just goes over behind the curtain. You hear rustling as like clearly boxes are being shoved aside. You think maybe this mess that you saw in the storage room like just bleeds out into the rest of the ship too. And the Peacecraft shows up again, holding a how would I describe this? It's a what looks just to be like a flat stone disc with carvings on it.
Oh ho ho.
Interesting.
Vala Walala, this feels familiar.
Does it smell like music?
You know,
You have to like taste
Right,
the air. Like,
you know, it kind of does.
Oh, I want it. But let's start with analyzing it. Yeah, I'm gonna start scanning. Can I like?
Yeah.
Can I run like a scan on this?
Yes, make me some form of sciencey roll.
Yeah, let's
to do that.
do knowledge or perception. What do you think makes more sense? Like, am I trying to perceive it more, or am I trying to fully like just?
I think it's more fully understanding it.
Okay, so knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of difficulty? What complexity?
Ooh. We'll do 3 again.
Yeah, makes sense. That's fair.
Oh no.
Well, what happened?
Oh no! I'm good at. No, okay. It's fine. God damn it! What's my punishment? Tell me.
Okay, this does not apply.
Not applicable.
You are suddenly alone.
Oh!
I don't know if it's applicable either.
Roll it again. Roll it again.
Yeah, we're gonna. You lose traction.
What does that even mean? What does that
Like
even mean?
Slip?
Does that mean that I fall off of Vandal where I was hiding and Cam falls off my head and like goes rolling like visibly out where I was trying to be sneaky?
I mean, if that's what you want it to be.
I mean, I'm down for anything. I also like that you are suddenly alone, but that's only if it's gonna take me into some weird void headspace. I don't know.
No, yeah, I think you lose traction. Yeah, I think this is like whatever semblance of sneaky you're trying to get here, it's gone. No more. But I think also like this is it's just gonna prolong this process because Cam has rolled off your head and probably behind the curtain.
Oh.
That's
I'm just
worse.
gonna like go crawling to get Cam.
No. Wait.
I have to go get Cam. I have to go get Cam.
Cam, move.
No, you all told me to unmod Cam. You said Cam had to be small.
You hear little sounds of like when Roombas get distressed because they've been stuck in a corner
Stuck.
with something. That's the sound that Cam makes.
Good.
Oh, poor
good.
little Cam is like, like just.
Does it look like there's a moment where someone's distracted and Vandal could just swipe Cam back?
My presence is distracting.
It's true.
Shiny, shiny big girl.
Very attractive.
Mm.
Can't take eyes off of.
So competent too.
As displayed with the talking about ships.
Yeah.
I do have a
Mostly it's
tail.
just about the accent.
You do. Okay, so what I'm gonna say is that either you can ask the Peacecraft pirate here to get Cam for you, or you can try to do it sneakily and maybe get a peek at what's behind this curtain.
What would be the complexity on that sneak?
It would be hard. It would be 4.
Do it.
It's a gambling system.
The gambling system. No, I don't have I have a steal things more easily, but not like this.
Not like this.
Not like this.
Yeah, I can just steal things on the daily.
Hey,
It's fine.
That's
I'm
pretty
sorry,
good.
what?
Yeah,
I think that's cool.
yeah. This is more just like a passing by and
Yeah, it's a
Grabbing it.
pocketing, not a
not a let me
swiping.
just shimmy over and go onto this curtain and find a camera.
Ugh.
I mean, maybe you
Okay.
can just, like walk over like you're bored. While, I mean, I'm the one who is ostensibly actually examining the key because Walala was doing it secretly.
Yes.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think Vandal's just gonna say, "Oh, sorry, our medic just dropped their doohickey."
And then bend and snap.
You, I don't want to go into your personal space, but
Yeah, this Peachcraft will just kind of, right, and we'll look behind and we'll, as they're grabbing the camera, I think Narmaz is doing the thing where you're trying to like the way he normally does, which is his try to be charming thing towards towards Captain Yoa, and Captain Yoa is just not having it. There's about like zero expression going
love
across
this
his face.
captain.
Yeah, great
Captain's my new best friend.
Amazing captain.
Are they hiring?
We'll all transfer.
Oh my word.
And Captain Yoa just like gestures with like one half of their arms, being like, "So you gonna show or what?" And Narmaj very reluctantly, like, finally sets the briefcase onto this wooden desk, opens it up. There's a level of showmanship that's happening here as he's pulling stuff out.
I look somewhere else.
Yeah, not directly. I think Vandal's looking at the Peacecraft. Like, can I have the?
I'm looking at the key.
Everyone's just like not looking at the.
Yeah, anywhere but.
Yeah, this is a private moment for you. We understand.
Sharing something personal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think as soon as the orb is now out in the open, obviously these pirates, they don't look away,
Nice.
and they immediately are just like, even from the corner of your eyes, you can see there's immediate focus and attention from Captain Yoa and Snicklesocks, because Snicklesocks would not look away from this. Snicklesocks wants to be all up in this business. Captain Yao is immediately kind of again sitting up and leaning forward in their chair, looking towards this orb. And they actually go and try to reach out for it, and Narmaz kind of snatches it back.
Dang it.
So, we could just get this done and over with, but I know how crucial this is to your latest machinery or whatever it is that you're making here. So,
May we ask, how can you integrate this kind of technology into anything?
Captain Yara kind of clears their throat and like kind of like shifting back as if like embarrassed that they had just fallen and had like just shown so much blatant desire for this.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, that thing has, you know how we got plasma to power most things here?
We do.
That thing, don't know too much about it, but I know enough that coming from the omniscient time, that has enough things to power thousands times over of plasma. And it's contained, it doesn't consume.
Ha!
Well,
And as you can imagine, our experiments take up a lot of power. And constant usage of powers. So, just moving us forward.
Okay, no,
that's
we thank you.
fascinating.
Very informative. We had also determined the same.
Does anyone want to do any form of like
Yes.
roll here? Because I'm feeling this. There's
Things happening in the back.
It's just hard to commit to something so potentially silly.
I mean, we could do another quote unquote insight to be like, what's up here?
Never. What I guess. Hey, stop that.
Or you
What
can kind of tell me what you're interested in.
Yeah,
knowing.
I'm interested in screwing over Narmaz.
Right.
And I think the way to do that is to just do it, like, really straightforwardly and be like, oh, like, did he tell you it's, like, corrupted, by the way? But then we don't leave with the key, necessarily. Or we bluff and say that, you know, they're just gonna shoot us, they're pirates, damn it.
Yeah. So what you can imagine is that Captain Yoa didn't seem to know about this, any of other ability that this crystal might have. What they want it for is for power, like a battery. And there doesn't seem to be anything else that they would intend to use this for or need this for. And they're going to exchange for this stone disc tablet situation, which you're pretty sure is omniscient connected, considering what similarities it has to that
Yeah.
giant stone platform you had found.
You want to just ask the captain, like how little did Narmaz tell you about this? Is that...
So
Like-
dope.
You can absolutely leading question your way through this.
But I don't know. I guess if our goal is to just leave with the key, then we don't need to tell them shit. But if our goal is to leave with the key and dump Narmaz here somehow,
Yeah, that's the harder part, right?
right?
We wonder, Captain Yawa, has Narmaz told you everything about the orb? A lot of like suspicious, that was a hard word, emphasis on everything?
Is there something else I should be knowing about this?
Oh, it is not our place to say.
Immediate look over to Narmaz. Listen, you know that I don't know too much about this. I kind of just found it while I was exploring the asteroid belt. Not much info.
Insight check. Damn it, that's not a thing.
Well,
God damn.
I mean,
you absolutely know that he knows more about this
Right.
thing.
Like,
Like,
what?
I think Vandal just goes, well, you know better than to look directly at it.
Everybody blinks in unison. Blink, blink.
and immediately there's a shift in Captain Yawa.
Yeah.
At, like, you know,
Shift
just-
with us.
grabbing that tail. There's something about looking at this, huh?
I can't believe you weren't informed. I'm so sorry. I wouldn't have suggested it be taken out if I had known you didn't know.
At this point, Walala, Cam is returned back to you by this very tall Peachcraft compared to you, who very delicately puts it on your head, like.
I like part my floof to make room.
Yeah, for this Peachcraft like this camera is like this. So it's
Yeah,
kinda
like,
he.
for me it's like whap.
Yeah.
It's half the size of my football head body.
Yeah. Yeah, Peachcraft is usually about 7 feet tall, so.
Jeez Louise.
You're all
bird.
Arnold's ahead.
I am. But that's my whole everything. Aside
But
from my
wait,
floofs and tentacles.
well, when you see Cam back,
Uh-huh.
you can tell that Cam probably in the motion of getting kicked off and rolling around took some pictures.
Okay. Then
A
I
lot
put
of them are of the floor.
okay. We're able to communicate telepathically. That's something that we
Yes.
do.
Yes. So some of them are of the floor because rolling. But there's a couple of others that are they're kind of dark and blurry again because rolling.
Kiss rolling.
But assumably from behind the curtain.
Okay. Is there anything worth analyzing? Is there anything special? Did Cam get any aura coming off the disc, or like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
any
so definitely would have gotten at least that first reading before it got flipped over.
poor Cam.
Yeah, it looks like it's trying to matching over the patterns of the larger platform, and they seem to match up completely.
Does it seem to be of a unique material, or does
Ooh.
it seem to be like if I could get something to mimic? We've now read, heard, analyzed, tasted this music message several times, both Vala and I feel like. I'm wondering if I do enough of a physical scan of this one. This is the first one we're getting, like, you know, separate view of. Could I replicate? Do I feel confident?
Ooh. There's nothing particularly unique about, like, you know, it's not made of something not a very rare stone or anything. It's very old. Very, very old.
Are we talking like old, like I could go grab a piece of one of these asteroids? Those are old. Like,
Yeah, you're thinking like probably around that time. Like it's an old piece of rock.
God, do I? Uh,
There's an intense stare down going between Narmaz and Captain Yala right now.
Captain Yawa, perhaps while you examine the orb in a safer manner, now that we, the crew of the Wicked Wallaby, have informed you of things you need to know, we can examine the key more closely to make sure there's nothing like that with it, although you are very honorable, and I don't think there would be, unlike some people in the room. And then we can make sure, you know, all parties are fully satisfied.
Straightforward like that. And they look over to the Peacecraft, and kind of like Ironfire, could you block the door? And Ironfire will go and stand right in front of the door, make sure no one can judge Ben off.
Okay, and we can take more time to examine the key. Hopefully then Willala can perhaps be able to replicate it later now that we have more time to look at it up close.
Yeah, Captain, what? Do you have any recommendation for me, examining this thing where I can't look at it directly without something weird happening? Pointed look at Narmaz, but asking the question openly.
It seems to have a hypnotic quality. Walala, would you recommend touching this object with your bare hands?
the key?
No,
Sorry,
no.
the orb.
The
Orb. Oh, if you see, that's so my scientific and medical suggestion is probably I can't confirm for all compositions of life form, but for most, I'm pretty sure it's a good idea to neither look, smell, taste, or touch too closely to this particular object, as it does seem to have some sort of a pull to it that we have observed several people falling prey to, honestly.
We can confirm this.
Perhaps some sort of closed-off scanning device.
A
Right.
camera seems to nullify a lot of the effect if you look at a picture rather than directly at it.
Yeah. Look, they will not. Right. Well, this was going to take a lot longer than I was hoping it to be, but make yourself comfy, I guess.
Oh, we will.
They're gonna part the curtain a little bit and start rummaging through stuff.
Narnmaz, you should assist the captain as a sign of good faith.
Actually, no, I don't want him touching my stuff.
Well, you are very wise. Let's
Yeah.
look at a key.
Cool. Yeah. So you're handed the key. Schnickel Socks is gonna monitor
That
the
makes
group
sense.
of you, looking at this as much as Schnickel Socks can. And yeah, so you can look at it again, made of very old material. The engraving seemed practically identical to what you saw on that stone platform. Does smell like music.
Does it smell like the same song?
Ooh, that's a good.
Oh, wow.
We're getting into some weird questions.
This is the best thing about this. It's it's my
Yes,
favorite.
it does. It does.
It smells like the same song. Interesting. I wonder if we could just take the other one and put it in different places. Any key, it's like an any key.
Take the other What?
No, in the other platform there wasn't a key, was there? It was just a solid
The platform was a very large platform.
Yeah, so this is like a small, teeny version of it.
Yeah,
Is there-
this is like about this size.
Yeah, but that thing was
Oh,
a
it's much
map, right? So
Yeah.
is this a map or is it a key?
Or do you need both?
Can I try and see if it will tell us anything? Yeah, if I'm looking at it in front of Snickle Socks and stuff like that, and I like nudge, like, Captain, don't you really like Snickle Socks? You have some cool weaponry. Do you know a lot about bombs? Cause Captain knows the most about bombs.
Ooh, bombs. I mean, I really like bombs. They kind of, do a
You
lot of
start
damage.
turning around and looking at it away. Over here.
I mean, most people say that I'm too small to do a lot of damage, but if you have a bomb, then you can be real small and do a lot of damage. It's like a metaphor.
We agree.
Uh,
Wow. Yes, indeed. And I want like the main portion of Zevzo to be like engaged with Snickle Socks, and then I want one of their bugs to just separate from the hive and zoom on over to Yawa and just plop right in their ear and be like, "Hey, this is Zevzo, the captain of the Wicked Wallaby. You want to talk? We have some information to share."
man, Yala definitely like
We're
fucking jumps.
fucking him,
It's just like,
fucking him over.
but will quickly compose themselves. And you hear the telepathic. Well, what is it?
We don't want to alarm you, but we have traveled with Normaz for some time now, and we have observed his actions with this orb. We believe that they might have done something potentially nefarious to it. We do not want to dissuade you from making this exchange, but please be aware that Narmaz may not be the pirate you think he is.
Well, I already knew that. Was pretty sure that I'd have to forcibly take it from him, but appreciate the heads up.
As one captain to another. Mm-hmm.
Straightforward, like you.
We will hang out here if you have anything else to share. just hanging out.
So Vala, you're looking at the.
Yeah,
thing.
I think we're trying to like, how does this fit? Does this tell us more information?
Yeah. Can we get it to like? Is it once again like when we had that flashback scene and Walala was like, maybe it's not a literal key, maybe it's a figurative key, like double checking it's not a like double checking it's not information we can take without taking the item.
Exactly.
Okay. I am going to need some form of roll here to try to assess this.
Knowledge again, I guess? Does that make
Knowledge
sense, or does it have to be something else?
It's up to you.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like an.
I'm going to say
knowledge.
it is probably only going to be a difficulty 2 because you already have a ton of information on this.
Yeah. No. 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 Absolutely not. No.
Wow.
I refuse.
Wow.
Chances!
refuse.
What are the
Fail.
what? Like, statistically speaking, what just happened here?
This is literally the lowest possible complexity.
Is
You
the
have
lowest
the
complexity
highest
with the
possible-
highest dice, and like I just had a fail. Like, to do double fail like this is wild. Like, I'm lost right now.
I'm
That's-
looking for a way around this.
Yeah. I'm
What
like,
y'all got?
How to help outside of combat? Where is it? Damn it. Damn it. Oh
I'm
boy, oh boy, oh
I-
boy.
I'm like, oh my god. Sorry, I'm just like, I'm
Battle.
so fascinated at this point that I'm looking for the statistics because I know there's a stat chart somewhere,
It's
and
like
I'm
There
like,
is a
4%
stat
or
chart.
less.
that's wild.
It's under skills, I think.
Is it? I'm like,
Yeah.
holy bananas right now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's a you had a 91.7% chance of success.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is not my day.
This is
Ugh.
what happens when you
Person.
do dice, I
I-
guess.
I licked the tablet.
so
Oh.
I have an idea, but Bala, do you want to do
Yes,
any
I
analysis
would
on this?
love to do an analysis and probably fail it too.
Difficulty 2.
Great, I would love to. Ha
Nice,
Me
thank
and my
God.
D8
Okay.
of knowledge.
So I'm going to
Yes.
address Vala first, and then we'll hop back over to Walala and the consequences.
Yeah. Good.
Vala,
Uh-huh.
you're looking at this, and this, you're realizing it is slightly different than the platform.
Uh-huh.
The platform, like, the carving was basically all on the top, and there was, like, nothing marking the edges or anything. On this, however, there's like notches almost, like the
Okay.
carvings from on the edges like seem to actually go down and in, but only on select lines. You're thinking that, oh, this is a combination, like it is a map, but it also needs to be inserted,
Mm-hmm.
or it's made to be inserted into something.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're pretty sure this is a combination of both of a literal and figurative key here, like, well, Ella,
Hi.
you stare at this stone tablet, and your eyes are following the lines of the carvings, you know, trying to put together something. And your mind is just filled with, it's almost as if, you know, when something kind of just starts to take up your vision from looking at it for so long, and it just encroaches, and soon it's not just taking up your vision, it's your mind is following each line, and then the lines from its very particular, you know, spiraling places seem to start to unravel almost into and reform itself. And you're no longer looking at a stone tablet with its carvings, or you're no longer looking at this carving. You are looking at a scene told in this lines of this of what used to be his carving no longer. And first you see it spiral and form into a twin set of planets that seem to orbit around each other. And then you see it seemed to kind of draw you into one of these planets. Deep within, you see this large city, alien to you, which is saying something considering your setting. And then it settles onto this throne, a large throne, upon which sits you don't know, it's large serpentine, and this large, even within this, you know, it's really just line work almost. But even in this, you see it focus in on this this creature as it sits upon this throne. And even with just the amount of detail you can get, there is something malicious to this. And then the lines pull back out, and you see a crowd of these other similar but different, you know, in all shapes and sizes, omniscience, and they all bow down to this one on the throne. And then, in that moment, that line drawing, just lines of this omniscient that sits upon the throne, looks at you, Willala. And you hear, "You have what is mine, and you will give it back to me." And you are back in the present.
What does a floof like keeling over look like?
Probably
I
like
faint-
Cam when he fell out of your head.
I faint into Vala's arms, but it's not romantic. It's just a mess. Like it's just
Feathers everywhere, tentacles.
you don't know which parts are floof and which parts are legs. Like
Cam's on the floor again. Gosh.
So, I've caught my friend.
Yes, you
I-
have the thing in your hand as well.
I am now the scientific brain of this.
You're
I
the
am,
brain here.
I'm the
You
mind of
gotta
this
do the work.
operation. Okay. Do I think that we have enough data to replicate this now?
You think probably you could. It would take time
Yes.
because you would need to carve it pretty exact,
Yeah.
but
Okay. You know, Captain Yawa, now that I think about it, I really feel like, Narmaz really doing you so dirty that, he should stay here until you are, like, fully made aware of everything with the orb. And you just keep the key until you're ready to send him, wherever.
well, certainly not going through with this deal until I can assess this is what I asked for.
Yeah, so wise. Again. So wise. So we could, here's the key, and I hand it to Snickle Socks, and you've got the orb to look over, and you've got Narmaz to beat up, if he lied to you. Not my problem. But we actually have other things to do, and my friend just fainted. Can we return to the ship, please? They're very fragile.
Okay, so I need to ask,
Uh-huh.
are you going to let the poor pirate collective have this orb?
The
Zelda
orb.
does not want them to.
I don't want them to have it. It seems like a bad
That's
deal.
so much
Orb.
power.
We could run the ship off of that, but then Max would be evil, I'm sure.
Yeah,
of it.
no, it's super evil and corrupted.
Yeah. But also, is it the thing the omniscient wants? Not that I don't know that.
Yeah,
but
I'm assuming it's the thing that he was like, "You have what is mine." Like it has to be.
Can we
So
purify it?
But y'all don't know that.
Zelda just wants to do good, and they think doing good means not letting bad people have more bad things.
Yeah.
No?
that's where I started my whole journey at in the very beginning, and at this point I'm like, what do we want? Do we want the key or do we want the orb?
Willala in your arms, Vala is like, "It's so bad. It's not good. Don't touch it. No, it's like a doggy having dreams, doing little kicks."
Oh.
Yeah, there's a few tentacles that go whoop.
There's like a big floof of feathers in your face for half a second, just like.
Actually, now that I think about the Captain Yawa and knowing how you like things to be straightforward, maybe we just rewind, right? We will take that back. Actually, Willala here, despite their fragility, is actually a very good scientist. And, oh, fuck.
Yes.
Rewind.
Yeah, rewind, okay.
Rewind. We could, in case it's unsafe, we could examine it ourselves, perhaps, and give you an update. So we just kind of rewind this transaction, and we will stay docked, and we will come back to you when we know more.
I'm gonna need a roll here.
Sure.
I am gonna say there's only difficulty 2 because you've been on their
Okay.
good graces.
Yes.
You've pretty much said all good things to them.
And
They
I'm
feel pretty solid about y'all.
very sexy. Can I do presents again?
Yeah, you can absolutely give presents again.
Okay. Pass.
Yeah.
So social
Okay,
today.
yeah, absolutely. At this point, it's like Captain Yawa just sits back again in that large chair and like crosses the first like 4 arms. Says, well, I wouldn't mind that. You seem to clearly know more about it and how to deal with not looking straight at it while examining it. Another pointed look at Narmaz. Yes. How about you do that? We'll keep our stuff here, and you can report back whenever.
Excellent.
Vala, do you want me to take Walala?
Not if you want to. I mean, they're very light.
I'm gonna just take this floof. Be like, it's okay.
I'm just like muttering, like, it's so scary. Oh, I don't like it.
Just gonna hum a little bit, right?
Okay.
Okay. And
So
we're going back
yeah,
to the ship.
yeah.
I guess the question is, do we have the orb, but do we have Narmaz also?
Mm-hmm.
So as Ironfire, steps aside to let the group of you go, Narmaz goes to follow, and Ironfire goes to step in front of Narmaz. Goes, I think you and I need a bit of a talk, Narmaz. Well, of course, love conversations with you always.
Narmaz, you're so good at talking.
Of
Have
course
fun.
I am.
Have fun. Smile. And walk away.
Yeah, Snicklesocks will scamper, basically scamper up and over Ironfire to follow the rest of you.
Adorable.
And we'll, right. So, I mean, that was quite a bit of a conversation. I mean, we kind of knew that Narmaz was kind of a skeevy-doo, but, I wasn't expecting that kind of skeevy. We've kind of met a lot of skeevy people around here. I mean, not saying that y'all are skeevy or anything. Y'all are great. Y'all are...
We understand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, if you ever wanted to, I don't know if are y'all pirates?
Not currently.
I mean, we wonder. We do have some goods to sell if you want a steak that was taken from
The steak. The daylight.
the daylight. Yes.
Ooh,
Authentic.
That's a big thing. Nice.
Mhm.
Nice. Right. So, if you ever are interested in being a pirate or joining the crew, I mean, I'm sure that you would fit right in. I'm sure Captain Yawa would
Mm-hmm.
give you a recommendation.
We like that. Do you have a business card?
I don't think so.
Okay.
At least I've never been given business cards. Most people don't give me a lot of stuff because I tend to, set it down somewhere and then forget where it is, and then I go and try to find it, and then I find it later, 3 hours later, and I just put it on top of my head or something.
We will give you this gift of a breach grenade then.
I mean,
If you lose it, it is okay.
yeah, that's right. Because I mean, it wouldn't be dangerous unless you pull the thing and then left it somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, so they'll keep heading over, and we'll lead you right back to the airlock with the tunnel
Mhm.
leading to the Wicked Wallaby. What are y'all doing? What's the
Listen,
plan here? What's
listen.
I don't know.
you have the briefcase.
Okay. So, but we have what we want, and Narmaz is off the ship. But are we leaving?
We do tell Thelma we're coming, though. Like on the way back, that we're coming back to the ship.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Without Narmaz.
if we just bail, they'll come after us at some point.
Yeah, I think we're not leaving. I think we
Okay.
have a lot of discussions to have because
Some sales to make.
I think we can negotiate ourselves out of keeping the orb and also getting rid of Narmaz and staying in Yawa's good graces.
You
I
don't.
think.
The Port Pirate Collective is the biggest pirate collective in the galaxy. Generally speaking, you do not want to piss them
I
off.
just like being in
We're
trouble,
friends.
though. What is the point of playing an RPG if you're not going to be in trouble?
But what if we become pirates instead?
Ugh, but
Then we'd be in trouble all the time. We'd be wanted.
we're smugglers. It's way better.
Okay.
Basically, we're pirates with a union. I see.
They get grants. They're not
Unionize.
pirates. Okay, so it seems like the group wants to stay and not blow up the docking thing with grenades. Fine.
Maybe after.
Okay. Yep. So we're gonna go back. We're going to bring Walala to their room, and we're going to start studying this thing in earnest and plan out exactly what we're gonna do.
Okay. Yeah. So as you walk back over, you see Thelma for the first time, just like actually in the rest of the ship normally.
Nice.
Hi. How did it go?
We have so much to tell you.
Oh boy. Should I set some tea on?
Could you get the Glean Epsom salts?
Yes, I can, and well, this very quickly just try to make herself helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you have the briefcase with the orb,
Yeah.
No Narmaz.
and no Narmaz, and Walala is deep in whatever dreams they're having, as those words are repeated over and over again before it ends with hungry.
Barf.
And that's where we're going to end this episode.
No.
No!
Ooh. No, what does that? No!
Oh no.
What does that mean? Who knows? We'll find out next time,
knows?
maybe. Yeah. That was this week's episode. Super fun times. Love talking to pirates and double crossing the person that was probably going to double cross you later. No biggie. Cool. Let's go around and say hello to all our wonderful people. Tell us who they are, what we can find on the internet, all that good stuff. We'll go in reverse order. So let's start off with B. Hello, B.
Yeah, hello. I am your busy non-binary B. You can find me on Twitter as @B_Zelda, and I am releasing another podcast soon called Anime Attaché. So if you don't normally watch anime and you would like to be explained through conversation what anime and why it's so cool to some two adults who've never seen anime in their life, I don't know how they've lived, give Anime Attaché a listen. We'll be launching some episodes pretty soon.
Ooh, that's super exciting. Go listen to that. All right, and let's go over to Sam. Hello, Sam.
I'm Sam. You can find me at Undomiel. I'm a photographer and a tarot reader. You can book me. It's my birthday month. Just saying.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm just so excited. That's me, really. I tarot photographs.
Birthday. The three things that all you need to know.
Birthday. My birthday's coming up. I'm very excited. You should also be excited.
Hell yeah. Let's be excited. All right, and let's go over to Jess. Hello, Jess.
Hi, I'm Jess, or go_JG, in most of the places online. You can find me at go_JG pretty much most places, like Twitter and Instagram and TikTok, and not YouTube because they're butts and they had to have a real name. Nonsense. So I'm Go Jess there. But yeah, I was also recently, speaking of podcasts, the special guest on Tabletop Babble. If you like listening to people talk about tabletop games, I talk about that and give some advice on streaming and stuff like that. Or you can come hang out with me several days a week over on my Twitch, twitch.tv/go_JG, where we do lots of different video game and nerdy content, quite honestly. And sometimes my community makes me dress up like a Pokemon trainer, so I can play Pokemon Snap.
Heck
And
yeah.
it's fun.
It's a very cute cosplay. All right, and let's go over to Lauren. Hello, Lauren.
Hey everyone, I'm Lauren. I'm that salty ginger over on Twitter, the salty half of this channel. I feel great. I feel so intelligent.
You accomplished what you would try to do.
Anything I can do to screw over Narmaz makes me very happy. You can find me here on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, running Masks of Nyarlathotep, our Call of Cthulhu, Pulp Cthulhu campaign. Very, very exciting stuff happening in 1920 Shanghai. It's rad. Otherwise, check out Missing Annie Lee, our Fear Itself actual play podcast. You can find it anywhere podcasts can be found. We are heading into the last, 6 episodes-ish of everything. It's really heating up. There was an amazing reveal at the end of last week's episode, if I do say so myself. So that's really cool. Otherwise, I am here. What about you, Kienna?
Yeah, I'm Kienna, the sweet half of the channel. You can find me over on Twitter at Kienna S. Best way to figure out I'm doing when I'm not here on the channel. Mostly just here, though. I'm in that Pulp Cthulhu game. I'm in Missing Annie Lee. We've got a couple cool things coming up, so keep an eye on the socials for that. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's wrap up with our normal channel stuff. Thank you again to our co-producers, the wonderful Roll20. Again, we wouldn't be able to do this without them. We love them. They're a virtual tabletop of choice. Check them out. And again, thanks to everyone who donated or anything else like that for supporting Code 2040. It's great. My brain just stopped for a second. It's a great nonprofit. We appreciate everyone who is helping out to support them through us. If you ever miss an episode or want to rewatch one, we've got a YouTube channel. We upload our VODs for this campaign over on that channel and also on Roll20's YouTube channel. So go check them out both. Subscribe to both. We both do awesome content. And of course, you want to keep up with us, find out when we're going live, whether that's with, regular series or one-shots or video game streams. Follow us over on Twitter. That's also where we do the faction polls. And again, like I said, because we had to miss last week's, there will be 2 polls this week. One that will be the faction poll and one that will be a mystery poll. Definitely not dealing you anything with the mysterious voices that Walala's hearing in their head. Not at all. Don't worry about it. But yeah, we will be back here again on Saturday for Masks of Nyarlathotep, and then back here next week for another episode of Against the Stars. We're getting into the last little bit of the season, so it's gonna be real exciting. Yeah, that's it for us. We're gonna head out, and we'll see you next time.
Wave bye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye.